What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. Man, we got an exciting episode for all of you. We have a couple new additions to the collection. We have a team associated RC10B4.2, and right behind it, a T4 stadium truck. This would be the best time considering that Team Associated just re-released the RC10 again to commemorate 40 years of the RC10. And I'm not talking about the CC clear one. That was already featured on the channel and built. This is the re-release of the Gold Pan, and I love RC10s, and I definitely got one. As a matter of fact, it's on its way to the channel as we speak. I got the notification that it's in the mail on its way here, and so now I'm going to share with you what we have here. As far as the T4, we're going to look at that in more detail later on in a future episode, but what I will tell you is, while it is built, this is new. Never even used, and I got this for about $80, the whole kit. So what's not on here, the rest of it is in the box, and we'll look at that in another episode, but I wanted to share that with you. We are going to be focusing on the B4.2 because, I don't know, I really wanted a more modern RC10 to run, but not too modern. This is like right in the middle. I know it has, you know, this different looking bulldog body, I think that's what they call it. This is right before they did the whole cab forward bodies. But when you take this off, this has, you know, a chassis on here that is more close to the B3 than the new modern day cab forward buggies. So this is right on the cusp of when RC10 switched over to the whole newer platforms that we see today at indoor carpet tracks or off-road clay tracks, I guess. So I really wanted this one because it's right there. And I found it on eBay, and I don't really do too much shopping on eBay anymore, but I found this on eBay at a very good price. It was an auction, and I won the auction, and it's basically brand new. I don't even think this was ever ran. The only issue with this is the person who it belonged to before me created their own chassis protector. The arms on the front and the rear, the bumper in the front has no marks on it, but they created their own chassis protector on here. This actually has left a gluey residue on the other side. It almost looks like it's like the diff or something leaked on here, but it's not. It's just really like bad clear contact paper with the glue underneath it. So I'm gonna have to take this apart and get all the glue off from underneath there, but not a big deal because it'll let me take the car apart, maintenance it, put it back together, get familiar with the build. So this way, in the event I have to fix something on here, I'm familiar with it. So that's, I guess, a positive I'm taking away from all this. But yeah, when this came out, $280 got you a factory team kit with all this blue anodized bling bling on there. So what exactly do you get for the $280? Well, let me quickly go over that, and I'll let you know if it's new to the B4.2 or if it was a part that was shared with the B4.1 that came out right before this. So the main changes between the B4.1 and the B4.2 were these specific parts. You had 12mm big bore shocks, VTS slipper clutch, blue aluminum anodized 12mm wheel hexes, blue aluminum anodized bell crank set, and this very cool Proline Bulldog body. So those were the main changes between the 4.1 and the 4.2. But in addition to those, you got blue titanium turnbuckles, 0-degree rear hubs, carbon fiber battery strap with the blue thumb screws, CVA joints, blue hinge pin brace, blue milled motor plate, and blue servo mounts, along with J-Concept barcodes that were all-purpose tires for dusty and loamy tracks. Now you got all of that for $280 back in the day. I mean, this was a serious mean machine back then, and it probably still is now. So, all right, well, I took that chassis protector off. I guess contact paper. It's really not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just left some residue in the front, a little bit along the sides, and back in this area right over here. But I don't even think I'm going to have to take this apart to get that off with some kind of cleaning solution. It looks like it's just going to rub right off. So I'm going to try that. And if I can get it off just by rubbing it, that's a bonus right there. Probably will take the shocks off and just replace the oil off camera. Not too crazy about the wing. I might clean this up, spray it white to match the body, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the body in a moment. So I ended up painting the wing up black. Originally, I was thinking about going white. Definitely didn't want to just keep it clear or go frosted. But in the end, I went with black. Now I'm going to get some stickers on. Even going to use some of the 40th anniversary RC10 stickers. But first, I got to clean off this body, because there's some sticky smudge marks on there. And then we'll sticker it up. Alright, got some stickers on there. Not the prettiest, but it'll get the job done. I just literally peeled off some stickers and threw them on there. Didn't really give it much thought. So as far as electronics, I put in my Spectrum receiver for my DX5 Pro. I took out the Hobbywing Just Stock Club Spec ESC and put in another Hobbywing ESC, the Quick Run 10BL60. As far as a motor, I have a RevTech X Factor certified 17.5. This came from my buddy Tom, who is a semi-pro RC driver. I traded him some stuff, and in return, one of the things I got back was this motor. I said I needed a good 17.5 brushless motor. He said this was the cream of the crop when he was using it back when. He said it would probably be super fast, and for me, it definitely is, but I'm throwing it in the B4.2 and just going to use it, see what we got. So we're going to take this video in a slightly different direction, as my intent was to get this out on the Deep Woods Speedway with Phil and get some up-close action shots of it, but it turns out that the day we went out, a couple of the guys also showed up at the Deep Woods Speedway, and I didn't want to close down the track just so that I could film for a half an hour. That wouldn't be very polite now, would it? So we ended up racing that day, and one of the race classes was two-wheel drive buggy, so I figured, why the heck not? I threw the RC10B4.2 out there, and I still had some fun with it. So the video footage you're about to see is a 5-minute race of two-wheel drive buggies. As far as how it handled, well, I had fun with it. It handled pretty decent out there. I think maybe the 17.5 motor that I traded for and got from Tom was maybe a little bit too fast out there. There were some points where I did hit the throttle and the car did spin out. Also, I don't think that the tires handled too good out there. It seems that on that loamy backyard track, the Deep Woods Speedway, spike tires really handle a lot better. So maybe I'm going to swap out the tires on here. We shall see for next time. But all in all, still managed to have a good time. You're also going to see in the race that at one point I had to pick the car up off of the track. And that is because one of the front tires, I believe, if I remember correctly, came unglued. And so I had to look at it really quick to figure out what was going on and then put the tire back on, and then I finished out the race. So all in all, that's about it for the B4.2. Enjoy the race footage, and yes, there will be a couple other race videos coming out of some of the other race classes we ran that day. So until then, enjoy the video, and I'll see you all in my next. Take care now. $22.4
26.1, 26.7, 27.4, 27.9, 20.7. After 45 seconds, the top drivers are Philip J.R. Sisleri in first place with a 14-lap 5:02.2 pace, followed by Carl Benetis in second place with a 12-lap 5:13.2 pace, followed by Ari Kapaludos in third place with a 12-lap 5:20.5 pace. 20.8, 21.8, 27.4, 28.2, 20.8, 22.6, 22.4, 40.7, 19.6, 30. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Benetis in first place with a 14-lap 5:05.9 pace, followed by Phil Senior Sisleri in second place with a 13-lap 5:11.8 pace, followed by Ari Kapaludos in third place with a 12-lap 5:06.2 pace. 20.1, 21.3, 18.5, 22.2, 20.6, 23.3, 39.1, 21.5, 22.5, 23.2. After 2 minutes 15 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Benetis in first place with a 15-lap 5:18.8 pace, followed by Phil Senior Sisleri in second place with a 14-lap 5:17.4 pace, followed by Ari Kapaludos in third place with a 13-lap 5:15 flat pace. 20.6, 23.1, 19.8, 21.2, 19.4, 23.5, 19.9, 20.8, 0.9, 2.1. After 3 minutes, the top drivers are Carl Benetis in first place with a 15-lap 5:13.7 pace, followed by Phil Senior Sisleri in second place with a 14-lap 5:08.7 pace, followed by Ari Kapaludos in third place with a 13-lap 5:07.1 pace. 22.6, 23.5, 27.3, 24.8, 30.8, 21.4, 21.8, 19.5, 20.1. After 3 minutes 45 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Benetis in first place with a 15-lap 5:21.3 pace, followed by Phil Senior Sisleri in second place with a 14-lap 5:09.9 pace, followed by Ari Kapaludos in third place with a 13-lap 5:02.4 pace. 27.1, 20.9, 26.1, 36.6, 23.6, 51.9. After 10 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Phil Senior Sisleri in first place with a 14-lap 5:16.2 pace, followed by Carl Benetis in second place with a 15-lap 5:20.7 pace, followed by Dave Hertz in third place with a 12-lap 5:09.7 pace. 5, 37 flat, 3, 2, 23.1, 23.9, 22.6, 40 flat, 31.2 Philip J.R. Sisleri done with the 11-lap 5:03.7 result. 21.6 Ari Kapaludos done with a 12-lap 5:06.9 result. e319.2 Carl Bernard is done with a 14 lap 5:16.2 result. 20 point.